So you do find some books. You find one titled War of My Heart, a tale of an elvish woman driven to love a member of the Ravensail family during the War of the Chaos Kings. You also find a couple other books. Mm-hmm. Ranger, I Barely Knew Her.
Nope.
Okay. A story of a gnomish man confronted by townsfolk after an elvish ranger had been found dead in the woods. Okay. You find The Power of Seven Spells, a somewhat homoerotic fiction within the towers of the Seven Sages.
So Artificer was horny, bro.
Okay.
The fourth book that you find that's interesting, How to Drink, an Elf's Guide. A point-by-point guide to dwarvish alcohol written from the perspective of an elf. So you go to the one that's in the left corner. So you see 2 and 2 together at last. And you look at the back. A tale of 2 mathematicians fated to be apart, but they found a way.
That's,
Okay. Gravely Mistaken. A gravedigger who digs a grave only to find another already placed there in an unmarked plot of land. Who could it be? The third book. Catapults and How to Build Them. A very light read on how to build siege weaponry and storm a city. But it has fantastic illustrations from what you can see flipping through. Tales of the Mouse King, Volume 1. The defense...
Fuck you.
The defense of the Hagren Depths. And you see on the back, the fictional retelling of the Battle of Hagren Depths, a small mining town within the central regions of Arntuk Spine, a telling by an Erolendi who supposedly met the Mouse King or one of his bards.
Yeah, I'm taking the fucking Mouse King book, obviously.
Tales of the Mouse King, Volume 1, The Defense of the Hagren Depths.
Interesting.
So you're going to the one near the fireplace on the far right corner, and you'll do the one right next to the door. Okay. So what you find...
I already did the one next to the door.
No, on the right side.
On the right side.
You did the left. Okay. So on the far right shelf, you find The Tales of Flauntus, The Ruse of Fairdulam. On the back it says, the great archmage Flauntus reveals the seedy underbelly to the dwarves of Fairdulam. However, this information comes at a cost, and his next act of magic will be that of calming the public.
Man, if I open a Flauntus book, like sometime later, and there's like little like spells in there, I'm not picking up the Flauntus book.
Okay, you don't take up the Flauntus book. Okay. Writings of the 90th year. Meanderings of what life could have been like at the dawning of life. How Varantuk may have been, and how the gods were before the sundering of their beliefs threw them into war. Okay, the last one you find here. Valuable stones and where to find them. A guide to digging amidst the stones for valuable treasure. You, on the right side, you see A Battle Against Time. An imagined alternate universe in which Chromus was an evil being of unimaginable power who sought to enslave the world. The fate of all those still living rests on a single bloodline to stop it, who have made it tradition to fight Chromus every second of every day throughout countless generations as to counteract his tricalic capabilities.
Yes! Yes! Perfect. Am I missing an inside joke?
Sorry, yeah, that was a deep cut inside joke of it was like we were talking about like fucking how dumb time travel is, and like if someone tried to kill Chromus, but like they had made it like a cult like from the beginning of time, that at some point everybody was trying to fight Chromus, so anytime he tried to time travel back to when someone wasn't fighting Chromus, someone would be fighting Chromus. It was so dumb.
And now it's called A Battle Against Time.
Oh, that's not the full phrase on the entire
Well, that's on the back.
Okay.
That's on the back, yeah.
Okay.
So you find that. You find Ripples in the Water. A mermaid falls in love with a dwarven woman. Their love is forbidden. However, the ensuing story thrusts the reader through turmoil of the mind, body, and the soul. So that's one. The 26th Cavalry. A fictional tale of the last remaining bastions of life against the forces of evil. The 26th Cavalry, a horse-riding band of humans and elves that drive back the remaining forces of darkness. So that one was the 26th Cavalry. The last one, Coming Home to Nothing. A horrific story of a woman who comes back from war to find that her family has changed faces, swapped entirely with other people. Come with Titiana as she fights against the horrible identity-stealing monsters that ruined her life.